Hey y'all, welcome back to Guilty Pleasures, the short form series where I try to desperately defend some games you hate that I love. I had a lot of fun doing the first episode, so I decided to make this into a running series on the channel for when I don't have any better ideas or I don't want to edit a long video. And when coming up with ideas for the second episode, I couldn't help but think of the Assassin's Creed series. Cause let's be real, liking any of these games besides the Ezio collection is kind of a niche thing. I've never seen a series so popular yet so hated, so famous yet so infamous. A lot of people think these games are terrible, hell some of them are, but Assassin's Creed definitely has its ups. But the games I'm talking about today are not considered ups by the general public, especially Unity. And that's why today I hope I do it justice when I try to explain why it's absolutely my favorite game in the series. But before I can do that, I need to talk to you about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Assassin's Creed struck gold with Ezio Auditore. He was easily the best protagonist they could have asked for, and people loved him and his dope ass name. So they made an entire trilogy about him, the Ezio Collection. The Ezio Collection honestly contains some of my favorite gaming memories, especially Brotherhood. When I first watched my older brother play that game, my mind was fucking blown. I never seen anything like it, and for a while it was one of my favorite games. But then Skyrim came out a little bit later, and after I watched him play that game, my mind was reblown and I fell in love even harder with a different game. So yeah, Brotherhood's still good though. And after ending the trilogy in a very solid conclusion, they had to live up to everyone's expectations and make Assassin's Creed 3 perfect. Then it came out, and it fucking sucked. I'm sorry, okay, but this game is not good. So after that failure, I think most people stopped caring about the franchise. Everyone had lost hope until Assassin's Creed 4 came out, and people still didn't give a shit. This game proved to be bad to most consumers, except my stupid ass who convinced his grandma to buy it for him release day, and he played the absolute shit out of it. Granted, I didn't make any progress, like at all. All I did was run around and kill people, but that was all I needed to do to enjoy the game. This game is probably one of the reasons I love stealth so much to this day, that's no joke. This game's stealth is insanely easy, and it was honestly a good first exposure for my 10-year-old ass. If my first stealth experience was, let's say, The Last of Us Part 2, I would fucking hate stealth. Cause that game is so punishing, it makes me wanna fucking cry. I am almost old enough to vote, and video games still make me cry when I die in them. I guess old habits die hard, huh? Man, I sure was a fucking loser as a child. It's a wonder I didn't get bullied more often. But before I got so insanely off topic, I was talking about my first experience with Assassin's Creed 4. How was it? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, the first hour of this game is boring as fuck. You have to sit through several unskippable cutscenes, sail the seas with its annoying fuck, then take him shopping, follow these dudes, then follow and talk to these dudes. Oh, and how could I forget the present day segment? At the beginning of the game, you wake up from the memory, and a lady gives you the tour of the facility behind the memory shit, whatever the fuck it's called. And this tour goes on for so fucking long as she walks so fucking slow. And guess what? You can't skip it. You absolutely have to sit through this terribly paced, boring ass shit and listen to this woman talk who has a personality of a fucking drywall. And the shit people say in this scene are strenuous.
Matey.
First of all, fuck this. Second of all, even Naughty Dog allows you to skip their cutscenes. Why doesn't Ubisoft? The best part of The Last of Us, yeah, I'm bringing it up again, is the cutscenes of the story, and that game lets you skip them. This game, which has a story equivalent to goddamn Pirate 101, doesn't let you skip some cutscenes. Yeah, some of them are skippable, and this one is technically gameplay, but why is it gameplay though? This is supposed to be the fun part of video games. Anyway, if I don't stop now, I don't think I ever will be able to, so let's just move on and talk about the good shit. If you're willing to look past the garbage presented to you on a golden platter in the first hour of the game, then you'll actually have a lot of fun with this game. It's probably one of the most fun in the series, honestly. This game's open world contains the city of Havana to the Great Blue Seas, and there's a lot of shit to explore. And the shit battles in this game are actually fun. Exploring the sea, looting islands and other ships, and blowing motherfuckers up is easily some of the best gameplay in the series. And the on-land gameplay is also great. What do you know? Exploring enemy bases and slowly killing everyone is so damn fun it's crazy. The stealth is easy and accessible, and I could do it for hours. Hand-to-hand combat on the other hand is so easy a toddler could do it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it's fucking fun. All you have to do when you fight someone in this game is counter an attack, and then you become Batman. You will never lose. The combat is so easy, in fact, you can take down an entire group of armed enemies with your bare fucking hands. Could Ezio do that? No, his stupid little love taps couldn't hurt anybody. Edward, on the other hand, Oh, the main character's name is Edward, by the way. I guess I could have mentioned that, but then again, I don't fucking care about the story. And I don't care about Edward either, because Edward is boring. He is boring as fuck, might I add. This is a sin the series commits hard to, and it would be nearly impossible to find a franchise that has worse protagonists than Assassin's Creed does. Maybe like every Dead Rising installment after the first one, but at least those guys were characters, not cardboard cutouts. But even though Edward is boring, he sure can kick some ass. Now finally, let's talk about the last and most important aspect of any Assassin's Creed game. Free running, or hardcore parkour as the kids call it. No one fucking says that, actually. And how is the free running in this game? Yeah, it's worse than I remember. I remember praising this game for changing the running controls. Now instead of holding down R2 and X to run, you can just hold down R2, which is great, because having to hold X was fucking annoying. It's kinda hard to guide the character in intense chase scenes when the thumb I need to do that is currently occupied at the moment. But this game's free running is kinda wonky. When you hold down the button, it's a mystery where that motherfucker might go. He could go the way you want him to go, or he could throw himself off a fucking cliff. I've seen it happen before, and I had to sit in shock as I watched Edward end his life right in front of me. But this game's free running can be really fun though, when you get the hang of it, that is. This game's free running is the stepping stone for games like Unity. The game walks so Unity can run, and I'm super thankful for that. So let's end this segment by talking about the story missions. How are they? Well, I hope you like tailing missions, because that's all they are. Oh no, the enemies are joining forces. Let's follow them. Oh no, the enemies are in this house. Let's follow them. Oh no, the enemy's on a boat. Let's fucking follow him. Seriously, there are tailing missions in boats. I can't make this shit up. Oh no, the enemy has to take a shit. You fucking get it. I hate tailing missions. They are lazy and fucking boring. And even though I quite like this game, I've never beaten it. Too many damn tailing missions, and the story, once again, sucks donkey dick. There were so many tailing missions in this game, in fact, that any time the game let me do something else, I literally stood up and fist bumped the sky. But wrapping everything up, I know we talked a lot of shit about this game over the span of this video, and it might sound like I don't like it, but I can assure you I do. This game isn't perfect for sure, but I can damn well say with confidence I've pumped more hours into this than any other Assassin's Creed game, and honestly, I don't regret it. Assassin's Creed Unity. Assassin's Creed Unity receives some of the most unnecessary criticism I've ever seen. Of course, we can't talk about this game without first addressing the elephant in the room. When this game came out, it was fucking broken. This game had so many bugs and glitches to the point where playing it was a nightmare. I guarantee some people quit this game out of fear when they first played it, because look at this shit. It's also really annoying when you spend $60 on a game just for stuff like this to happen. But I'm happy as hell to report that most of the bugs were completely patched over time. Sure, that doesn't excuse the fact that they were so numerous to begin with, but playing this game now feels amazing. Now some people completely brush this game off as terrible and say that Syndicate is way better, and if you think that, I don't know what to tell you. People must have been really disappointed with Unity to like Syndicate and to think it was fucking better. That game is shit, dude, it fucking sucks. Exploring London feels fun sometimes, but the reused assets are very noticeable and the grappling hook is the biggest cop-out ever. You don't want to climb? Don't worry, you're Batman now. And why can't I jump off these buildings? If I want to shatter my stupid fucking ankles on the ground, I should be able to, goddammit. Also, combat in this game looks like this. Unity, on the other hand, has some of the hardest combat in the fucking series. Wait, this video is about Unity, why the fuck am I still talking about Syndicate? Anyway, back to Unity, let me start off by saying goddamn this map is incredible. It's easily my favorite in the entire franchise. It looks amazing and the streets are bursting with life. Climbing across these buildings is endlessly fun, I could do it for hours. And this game allows you to customize your character to the point of no return. I bought fully green clothes and a green mask and started calling myself Green Arrow, no joke. People feared the wrath of my phantom blades. Usually I can't get into large grind session games, I just never want to dedicate that much time to something, but when quarantine started, I could not stop playing this fucking game. I fell into the world of this game and couldn't get enough of it. Or maybe I kept playing because I was horribly depressed, I don't know. I pumped hours into this game and was rewarded heavily for it. Ubisoft's great at making progression feel natural. You feel like a true assassin. It's so satisfying becoming this powerful. I remember playing with my friend at the time and he was a higher level than me, and I thought I would never reach that level. And then a week later, I was the same level as his ass. I don't know what it is, but Ubisoft games make me want to do everything in them. even if some of that sucks ass. I mentioned the combat earlier, and yeah, I stand by that. This game's combat is fucking hard and punishing. It requires the utmost attention from the player. It's the complete opposite of Black Flag. If you fuck up, you will die. Plain and goddamn simple. You can actually fire higher level enemies, you don't just hit them for 10 minutes until they die like some games. It's just an uphill battle when you do. You're not goddamn Batman, you can't take this many dudes on at once, and the game wants you to realize that. It would be your best interest to avoid combat at all costs. Before going into a potential combat segment, you should plan very carefully. How can you stealth kill as many dudes as possible before getting noticed? And can you take this many guys on at once? These are things that need to be considered at all times, and it's good shit. Also, the stealth in this game is a mixed bag. Sometimes it's extremely enjoyable and actually provides a challenge, and others, not so much. The enemies are really smart or really fucking brain dead. This game actually has a crouch option, which is something Assassin's Creed should have had since the beginning of the fucking franchise. Let me end this off by talking about the enemy bases. They are incredible. You have to use everything in your power to get through some of these. Simple tasks like collecting paintings is amped up by the fact that there's a fuck ton of enemies in your way that learn from your tricks. Even in multiplayer, these are not easy. You have to coordinate well with your team to get through these, and I guess we're not good at coordinating because me and my friend used berserk blades on a dude, and I didn't know that, so I stabbed him, and his friend saw me do it. Maybe I just suck at the game. Anyway, I said this series was gonna be short form, and if I don't stop now, I won't be able to stop. So I guess I'll just end it by saying, you need to give these games a second chance if you previously gave up on them. And if you haven't played them before at all, give them a try, trust me, they're great-ish.